Hey, this is Steve with Dabble Lab. In this tutorial, we're going to walk through setting up a feed for an Alexa flash briefing skill using AWS Lambda and AWS API Gateway. And I'm doing this for two reasons. One, because I went back through, I've done tutorials on creating flash briefing skills before, and they seem to be a topic that people want information on, so that is part of why I'm doing this. But a lot of the comments in these tutorials were questions around how to control the feed, to do things like scheduling when a feed item is going to go out, that kind of stuff. And there are services out there now that you can pay to do this, but it's really not that hard to do, so I thought I would just walk through doing it. The other reason is I did a survey last week to just find out what topics everybody was interested in, and this building audio streaming skills seems to be the one that is most interesting. And so I'm going to do a few more tutorials on this, starting with this one here. As always, this stuff changes super fast, so before spending a lot of time on this, look at the video description and see if there's a link to an updated tutorial. I try to keep these things updated, and so when I update the tutorial, because of a change, I'll put a link in the description and you can follow that link to the most current version, so you're not stuck wasting your time on an outdated tutorial. All right, you're going to need two things to make this, to go through this. You're going to need an Amazon developer account, and you can get that at developer.amazon.com if you don't have one already. And you're also going to need an Amazon Web Services account, and you can get that at aws.amazon.com. And when you have both of those, you'll have everything that you need to follow along with this. And this is pretty straightforward. Even if you don't write code, you should be able to follow along with this. There is some coding in it, but it's real lightweight, so shouldn't be a problem. And I'll share the code also, so you can copy and paste it if you want to do that. So we will start. Where will we start? We'll start in AWS here. And what we're going to do is, well, first you want to log into your management console after you've signed up. If you're just signing up, or if you're just creating an account, you want to create the account first, of course, and then log into the management console. And we're going to start by creating a Lambda function, and you can just search here. I've got it in my saved ones, but I'll just show you. So Lambda, this is what we want, and these are Lambda functions are basically code that allows you to do stuff without setting up a server and all that. There's a server behind it, of course, but you can just jump straight into the code with Lambda functions. And if it's the first time you're setting something up, you'll have like a default screen here. So it'll look a little bit different than what you're seeing on my screen, but you'll find someplace a button to create a function, and you want to click that button, and we're going to start from scratch. So just choose the author from scratch option, and then give it a name, and we'll call this flash briefing feed, like that. And the role, if you are just setting this up for the first time, you're going to choose create a new role. I already have a role, so I'm going to choose use an existing role, and I'm going to use the default role that gets created when you create a role, which is the Lambda basic Lambda underscore basic execution role. Okay, so now we have our function created, our Lambda function, and it's got some simple boilerplate code here that actually we're going to use. So I'm going to leave that there for now. And right now, when you create a function, it's ready to go, but there's no way to call this function externally. So you can't call it from the web by going to a URL. And we need that because our flash briefing skill is going to use this as its feed. And so to make that happen, we need another service, AWS service, the API Gateway service. And so if you go over here to add triggers and click on API Gateway, that will add that as part of this Lambda function here, and as a trigger for the Lambda function. And then this is pretty new. It's really cool. It creates the API for you. I don't remember this the last time I was doing this, but maybe it's not so new. I don't know. But choose this create new API, and then security down here, we're going to just make this open, which means that the URL or the API, the endpoint, can be called from anywhere on the web. And additional settings, there's nothing in here that you need to do anything with. I'm going to change this to lowercase just because I prefer that, and doesn't make a difference, but anal. All right. And then add. And then once the API gateway is added, then we just need to save the changes, and that'll generate the API gateway and the endpoint here. So now if I click on this URL, we go over here, see I'm getting the response hello from Lambda, and all is working as it should be. But of course, we need to respond with something here that is going to be usable by the flash briefing. So we're going to need to respond with our actual feed here. So we're going to need to go into our Lambda function and make some edits. And what I'm going to, just for the sake of time, I'm going to copy and paste some code that I already did in here, and I'll provide a link so that you can get to all that code. But what we're going to do is basically manage our feed here, and then reply back with our feed. And I'll show you. I'm gonna fast forward. All right, so here's what we have. Oh wait, scratch that. I'm gonna fast forward. And here's what we have. It's not a ton of code. It looks like a lot, but most of it is just the flash briefing itself. So what's going on in here, and again, I'll provide a link out to this so you can copy and paste it, but I'll talk you through it so you know what's going on. So first, I'm just setting a date up here and using that to vary the date in each one of the items that's going to be a part of the flash briefing. And the flash briefing, Alexa is going to expect either an RSS feed or a JSON feed. And so we're responding with a JSON feed. And there's a format for it that is basically going to be what the user hears when your flash briefing plays. And there's a few requirements, like the UUID is a unique identifier that you need for each one of the items. And then you also need to have a unique date for each item. So I just kind of use this date up here to create a date, and I'm adding a minute to the date just to keep each item that's in that I'm responding back with unique, so that the flash briefing doesn't. Each item needs a unique date and it needs a unique ID basically. And then down here, this is the title. This is the main text about the item, and then the URL. So this is the video URL and the stream URL. And this is new. And somebody told me about this. I can't remember offhand who it was. Anyway, it's not in the documentation, but if you're using like a Echo Show or something like that, and you've seen flash briefings that show video, this is how it's done here. And so we'll check that out in just a second. And then the stream URL, and you don't need all of these, but you need either main text or stream URL. So if you have the main text here, this is what Alexa's going to speak. If you have a stream URL, it's going to play the audio file at the URL that you specify there. And you can have up to 5 flash briefing items in a feed. And so I've got 5 in here. And let's go ahead and save this and just test it. If we go back to feed over here, I've updated that. This should show me the feed now. Yep. So here we go. This is what's being generated this time. And in your case, you would update these items again so that it's going to feed what you want. But now I just want to grab this URL because this is going to be my feed URL, and head over to developer.amazon.com, and you're going to log in here if you're not logged in already, and go to your Alexa consoles and to your skills, which is your skill list. If you don't have any here, that's fine, but you will see a button to create a new skill, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to create this flash briefing, and I'm going to call it Dabble briefing. And it's going to be a flash briefing, and we're going to create the skill like this. And you have to provide an error message. Sorry, please try again later. And then we're going to add a feed. And the preamble is sort of what's going to play before the feed starts. So we'll say from Dabble briefing. And the name is going to be Dabble briefing. And the content update frequency, we'll say daily, can be daily, hourly, or weekly. And then the content type, I'm going to say audio because that's what I'm going to use, and we'll just say business for this. And then the feed URL, this is the URL that we're getting from APIGateway, from this here. So, all right. And then down here, we just need an icon, and I've got one here. And then we can add that feed and save it, and if all is well, we won't get any errors up here. So if you didn't, if I didn't generate the unique ID for each one and the unique date, it would yell at me up here and say that there was errors because there was duplicate IDs or duplicate dates. And so now we are, yeah, we're all set. We can't test flash briefings in the test in here, unfortunately. So what you need to do is you need to go enable it by going to alexa.amazon.com and then logging in and making sure that you have it enabled for your account. This is taking a little while. Let's go skills here and your skills. And if you go to dev skills, and then you go to Dabble briefing, well, in our case here, and then it's enabled by default, but if you ever have problems with it, like it's not starting up, then you just go disable and then re-enable it. But at this point here, you should just be able to go, Alexa, play my flash briefing, to hear the flash briefing that we just set up. And so if you want to make changes and update the feed, you can just go back to your Lambda function here and make edits here and save those. And the next time the feed pulls or updates, it will pull your updates. And you don't have to go resubmit the flash briefing skill to do that. You could get a lot fancier with this, and rather than just having it hard-coded in the Lambda function, you could pull it from like DynamoDB or a database or something like that. But you can only have 5 at a time anyway, so that, you know, it's not a whole lot to manage here. If you wanted to do something like maybe keep a long list of them, where some of them are dates that you schedule out in the future, you would just specify the future date here rather than automatically generating the date. And then you just need to write some code to check the current date and just pull the items from this array that are for the current date and then feed those back. So it's not a whole lot of work, but the advantage to doing this over like just creating a JSON file, which is the example that I used in the previous tutorials, is that you can create logic in here to control when the items are updated and all of that. And it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those and I will respond just as quickly as possible. If this was helpful, please like the video. And if you're interested in creating not just flash briefing skills, but audio skills and other Alexa skills, subscribe to the Dabble Lab channel. We've got more of these coming your way. Thanks so much.